Class 12th Commerce, subject Accountancy, chapter number 1, Financial Statements. And see, we will do balance sheet, so I have written balance sheet. It is lecture number 2. The name of the book is Analysis of Financial Statements. First of all, you should know, when I will start the chapter, there are many terms used which will not be examined in board examination. As per CBSE Circular number 43, dated July 2nd, 2013, the accounting treatment of the following items will not be examined in board examination. First number, money received against share warrants. Second number, share application money pending allotment. Third number, deferred tax liabilities net. Fourth number, other long-term liabilities. Fifth number, copyrights and patents. Sixth number, capital work in progress. Seventh number, intangible assets under development. Eighth number, deferred tax assets net. It is a tax, so be careful. Ninth number, bank deposits with more than 12 months maturity. 10th number, treatment of unamortized expenses. Listen the meaning of unamortized. Unamortized expenses are those expenses which are not written off out of profit, यानी कि अभी मैंने प्रॉफिट ज़्यादा कमाया नहीं है, इसलिए मेरे जो खर्चे हैं वो अमोर्टाइज नहीं हुए, वो अनअमोर्टाइज रह गए. 10th number, it is treatment of unamortized expenses. 11th number, contingent liabilities and commitments. It is 11th number, contingent liabilities and commitments. And now be very careful. If you have the book, please open your book. I will tell you page number is 1.6. Page number is 1.6. Explanation of equity and liabilities. It is the parts. Now see, I am explaining the different parts of items which are written in the balance sheet. First number, shareholders funds. Now see, under the head share capital, there are some important items which are to be shown in the head of share capital. Shareholders funds में पहला जो discussion है, that is going about share capital. In this, see, number of authorized shares it is written. And what do you mean by authorized shares? These are those shares which are registered with registrar of the companies के भाई इतने shares को हम issue कर सकते हैं. After that, these are, see, number and amount of shares authorized माने total shares आ जाएंगे इसमें आपके share capital में. After that, एक share की कितनी value है, then how will you issue those shares, at par होगा या at premium होगा. After that, what will be the classification of shares? Again listen, I am explaining share capital A part. कितने shares हमारे equity shares होंगे, कितने shares will be preference shares. After that, terms used in connection with share capital. देखिए शेयर कैपिटल के साथ में क्या क्या टर्म्स आपको मिलता रहेगा. सी, authorized capital. Authorized capital refers to that amount which is stated in memorandum of association. It means वहां पर आपने लिखा है कि इतने शेयर्स during lifetime of the company will be issued. Not more than that, not more than those shares you can issue. जितना भी आपने मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन में लिखा है वो कैपिटल हमारी मैक्सिमम होती है. सो इफ यू वांट टू इशू शेयर्स you cannot issue the shares more than authorized capital. उससे ज्यादा शेयर्स आप इशू नहीं कर पाएंगे. आफ्टर दैट इशूड कैपिटल. देखिए अथोराइज्ड में से इशू किया यानी कि इशूड कैपिटल इज द पार्ट ऑफ ऑथोराइज्ड कैपिटल which is actually offered to the public for subscription. The remaining part of the authorized capital उसको हम बोलते हैं unissued capital. Then यानी issued जो issue हो गया, unissued is that part which is not issued by the company. Then see, it can be issued whenever you need. It can be issued according to the terms conditions of the company. So no problem. They also can be issued. After that, third number, सब्सक्राइब्ड शेयर कैपिटल. ये सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो बी केयरफुल. और वैसे ऑल पार्ट्स आर इंपॉर्टेंट, नॉट अलोन वन. सब्सक्राइब्ड कैपिटल वो कैपिटल है विच हैज बीन सब्सक्राइब्ड फॉर बाय द पब्लिक, यानी कि ये वो शेयर कैपिटल है जिसे लोगों ने सब्सक्राइब किया है, लोगों ने शेयर्स आपके खरीदे हैं. सी, सब्सक्राइब्ड कैपिटल इज दैट पार्ट ऑफ इशूड कैपिटल which has been subscribed for by the public. It means the public have subscribed. It means they have bought the shares of your company. After that, see, subscribed capital is shown in the balance sheet. Then see, subscribed capital now it has two parts. And now कैसे two parts होंगे बेटे, यहाँ पे बात आपको समझनी पड़ेगी. See, you issued shares and then after issuing shares the money can be called. It is the way of calling of money is it is application money, allotment money, first call money, second call money. In A part those shares are written which have paid you all amount, whatever amount is called by the company. On A number you will write that money which the company has been called and it has been also paid by the shareholder. हमने मिस्टर ए से उन्होंने 10 शेयर खरीदा. 10 शेयर्स लेने के बाद में the cost of one share is ₹10. He has paid me all money. तो 10 into 10 rupees 100 I will write. Subscribed and fully paid यानी कि now no amount is pending. कोई पैसा हमारा बकाया नहीं है जो शेयर होल्डर ने नहीं दिया. B number, subscribed but not fully paid. There is one shareholder B, उनको हमने 20 शेयर सेल किए and he has not paid me the amount of second call. देखिए दोनों इससे आपको समझ आ जाने चाहिए बेटे. Subscribed and fully paid, whatever the shares were subscribed by the shareholder, whatever the money was called by the company, he has paid. In B part, company called money from Mr. B, but he has not paid. He will fall in category number B. Subscribed share capital, it has two parts. A number, subscribed and fully paid up. इसमें no money is pending. B number, subscribed but not fully paid. On B number part, the shareholders has not paid all money. They are defaulters. So their money will be written in the B part. Now see, notes to accounts. It is very much important for you people to understand these notes to accounts. Notes to accounts, whatever the balance you get, the same amount is written in when the proper balance sheet is prepared. In particular, so share capital is given to you. See, in share capital, just now I told you the various parts. Authorized capital is that capital which is written in memorandum of association. This is the maximum capital of any company. This amount, see, how will you denote this amount? How many shares are authorized? What is the share cost, per share cost? So that I have left two blanks, dash say shares, जितने भी हमारे shares हैं, of rupees so and so each. They will be multiplied in amount column. They will be written, and after writing there will be two lines which will be drawn. It means now the account has been closed. After that, move on to issued share capital. Issued share capital is the part of authorized capital. Issued capital dash shares means they are the shares which are issued to public, means they can buy, they can subscribe. कितने शेयर्स हैं और उनका पर शेयर क्या कॉस्ट है, दैट इज ऑल्सो रिटन ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड इन अमाउंट कॉलम. After that, two lines are drawn. After drawing two lines, the account is closed. Very much important, it is to understand subscribed capital. Subscribed capital, as I told you in previous slide, it has two parts: subscribed and fully paid. It means whatever the amount is called by the company, the shareholder has paid all amount. Fine, clear? दोबारा से सुनिए. Whatever the amount has been called for shares, the shareholder has paid all the amount. They fall in this heading subscribed and fully paid up. After that, move on to subscribed but not fully paid up. Now see, Mr. B has bought some shares, 10, 20, 20 shares. Let us take the example. And rupees 5 for final call were called by Mr. B. But he did not pay that amount. In that case, what will happen? The calls in arrear means the amount whatever is not paid by Mr. B or any shareholder, that amount will be subtracted. And the amount of subscribed and fully paid up, subscribed but not fully paid up, they will be added. देखिए हमने क्या किया, सब्सक्राइब्ड एंड फुली पेड अप का पैसा लिया, सब्सक्राइब्ड बट नॉट फुली पेड में से कॉल्स इन एरियर को माइनस कर दिया. मीन्स वट एवर अमाउंट हैज नॉट बीन पेड उसको माइनस किया, जो रिमेनिंग अमाउंट बचा वो, और सब्सक्राइब्ड एंड फुली पेड वाला पैसा, इन दोनों मनी को हमने जोड़ दिया. सी, after that the amount for shares forfeited account will be added. Now see, what do you mean by share forfeiture? Now listen very carefully. Whenever any shareholder is asked for the payment of pending money, but the shareholder is not paying, whatever the pending money, it can be allotment, first call, second call, any money it can be. In that case, what is done by the company? The company keeps on sending reminders. Sir, please पैसा दीजिए, sir, please पैसा दीजिए. But sir is not in mood to pay money. Sir तो पैसा देने ही नहीं चाह रहे हैं. उस केस में क्या होता है कि कंपनी मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन में लिखती है कि भाई, if any shareholder does not pay money, their shares will be forfeited. And in case forfeited, shares and amount paid both become the property of company. यानी कि जितने shares थे, जितने भी थे मिस्टर बी के शेयर्स, 20 थे, 30 थे, whatever, and whatever money he has paid, वो दोनों के दोनों हो गए कंपनी के. So this all is notes to accounts that you have to understand. After that balance sheet I will teach you later on. Listen, just try to understand notes to accounts. If you feel any doubt, then we will discuss it again. एक बार और देखिए, पर्टिकुलर्स में हमने लिखा शेयर कैपिटल, टोटल कैपिटल, उसमें शेयर्स लिखे एंड जो वट एवर इज द मनी पर शेयर उसको हमने लिखा. आफ्टर दैट राइट हैंड पे 2 लाइन्स ड्रॉ करिए, अकाउंट को बंद करिए. फॉर ऑथोराइज द सेम इज डन विद द इशूड कैपिटल. एंड इन सब्सक्राइब्ड कैपिटल यू आर गिवन 2 पार्ट्स. सब्सक्राइब्ड एंड फुली पेड अप, टेक द मनी. सब्सक्राइब्ड बट नॉट फुली पेड अप, माइनस करने के बाद में जो पैसा बचेगा उस दोनों को आप जोड़िए और पैसा लिखिए. आफ्टर दैट अमाउंट विल बी एडेड फॉर शेयर forfeited. A total amount will be written in balance sheet. Reserves and surplus. Reserves, they are the part of profits. Profits को बचा करके रखिए, बचा करके रखिए. Reserves बन गए. Surplus होता है हमारा profit. Classification of reserves and surplus. So to that classification, now see. First of all, capital reserves I have taken, and in your book it is given on page number 1.9. See, the reserves which are created out of capital profits are known as capital reserves. वो रिजर्व जो आपने कैपिटल प्रॉफिट में से बनाए हैं, those reserves are named as capital reserves. And for very much important thing, capital reserves are never available for the distribution of dividend. See, dividend is never paid out of capital reserves. Fine. And now see, now what are the sources of capital profits? Gain on sale of fixed assets. Point number 1. जो भी हमने अपनी एसेट को बेचा, जो भी फायदा हुआ, दैट वन. सेकेंड नंबर, गेन ऑन द परचेज ऑफ रनिंग बिजनेस. मैनी टाइम्स व्हाट हैपन्स, इफ यू रिमेंबर, दिस नोकिया वाज परचेज्ड बाय माइक्रोसॉफ्ट. डेफिनेटली फायदा हुआ होगा. व्हेन एवर एनी परचेज सेल इज डन, seller remains generally in loss, not always, but generally remains in loss. Whatever the gain it is on the purchase of running business, this is also the source of capital profits. Third number, gain from reissue of forfeited shares. See, on previous slide I told you shares are forfeited when any shareholder becomes defaulter. Defaulter means he was asked to pay money. It can be allotment, first call, second call, but he did not pay. After sending so many reminders, at the last what was done? The shares of that shareholder were forfeited. After that they are reissued. देखिए, रीइशू जो उसने पैसा हमें दे दिया है वो पैसा हम उसको वापस नहीं किया है, ध्यान रखिए. एंड व्हेन दोज शेयर्स विल बी रीइशूड, डेफिनेटली हमें जो गेन होगा वो हमारा कैपिटल सोर्स का प्रॉफिट है. कैपिटल रिडम्पशन रिजर्व. सी, कैपिटल को जब हम रिडीम करते हैं उसके लिए भी रिजर्व रखते हैं. रिडीम माने पे करना. कैपिटल को पे बैक करने के लिए रिजर्व बनता है बी नंबर. सी नंबर, सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम रिजर्व. व्हेन वी विल डू द चैप्टर शेयर, देन वी विल अकाउंटिंग जो सारा रहेगा, दैट एट दैट टाइम दैट विल हैपन. एंड प्रेजेंटली यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि ये पैसा आपको मिलेगा, लिखना है जरूर आपने SPR, सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम रिजर्व. व्हेन द शेयर्स आर इशूड एट मोर देन द इनिशियल प्राइस. इनिशियल माने मान लीजिए कि शेयर आपका ₹10 का है एंड यू हैव इशूड योर दैट ₹10 शेयर इन ₹20, 30, 15. जितना भी ज्यादा पैसा है दैट इज प्रीमियम सिक्योरिटी, एंड दैट अमाउंट इज नोन एज प्रीमियम सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम रिजर्व. डी नंबर, debentures redemption reserve. Now see, debentures are long term loans. When long term loan are repaid, only at that time also you need some reserve. Otherwise whatever the money is with you, that all money you will have to spend in paying the money for debenture. That will be very much big problem. क्योंकि डिबेंचर्स का पैसा कई लाख करोड़ में रहता है, तो उनको पे करने के लिए वी क्रिएट DRR, डिबेंचर रिडम्पशन रिजर्व, जिससे कि कंपनी का काम स्मूथली चलता रहे. ई नंबर, रीवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व. लिसन, अकाउंटिंग ट्रीटमेंट नॉट टू बी इवेल्युएटेड का मतलब समझिए क्या है. यू शुड अंडरस्टैंड, यू शुड जस्ट लर्न दिस इज रीवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व. एंड सी, अकाउंटिंग ट्रीटमेंट यानी कि क्वेश्चन में अकाउंट्स में ये पैसा कहाँ लिखना है, कैसा लिखना है, ऐसा कुछ आपसे पूछा नहीं जाएगा इन सीबीएसई बोर्ड. ई नंबर, इट इज रीवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व. अकाउंटिंग ट्रीटमेंट नॉट टू बी इवेल्युएटेड. अकाउंटिंग ट्रीटमेंट आपसे बोर्ड एग्जाम में नहीं पूछा जाएगा, सो बी केयरफुल. And now let us move on to next slide. F number, share options outstanding account. It is a reserve which represents the difference between the market value and issue price of shares issued to the employees under ESOP. ESOP is a system. Under this system, the shares which are made available to the employees for less than the price of market value. यानी कि मार्केट वैल्यू की कम से कम जो कीमत है उस पर शेयर्स अवेल करवाए जाते हैं एम्प्लॉयज को अंडर द स्कीम ऑफ ESOP. जी नंबर, अदर रिजर्व्स. In this reserve only there is a restriction to remain up to only general reserve. General reserve is that reserve which is created out of normal course of business. On H number, surplus. Surplus होता है बेटे प्रॉफिट, फायदा. Second number, a reserve specifically represented by earmarked investments shall be termed as a fund. भाई पैसा मैंने अलग बचा के रखा है, उस पे मैंने ये बोला नहीं दिस मनी विल बी स्पेंट ओनली दैट प्लेस, दैट विल बी टर्म्ड एज फंड. थर्ड नंबर, डेबिट बैलेंस ऑफ स्टेटमेंट ऑफ P&L means profit and loss. Third number, debit balance of statement of P&L shall be shown as a negative under the head surplus. देखिए, when I will teach you accounts, you will be very clear. It is very simple and really interesting. सरप्लस का हेड आपके पास में रहेगा. अगर हमने पैसा को पॉजिटिव में लिखा है, इट इज क्लियर दैट द कंपनी हैज अर्न प्रॉफिट्स. इफ दैट इज रिटर्न इन नेगेटिव, नेगेटिव को हम शो करते हैं कि हम एक डिजिट के दोनों साइड में ब्रैकेट लगा देते हैं. When bracket is put on two sides, it is very clear कि जो हमारी कंपनी है that has earned loss. That will be shown as a negative figure. जो head will remain same, that is of surplus. And see the items whatever I am telling you that accounting treatment not to be evaluated, only the theory you should know. अकाउंटिंग ट्रीटमेंट आपको कहीं बुक में भी नहीं मिलेगा, सो बी कॉन्फिडेंट, ध्यान से पढ़िए बस. सी नंबर, मनी रिसीव्ड अगेंस्ट शेयर वारंट्स. अकाउंटिंग ट्रीटमेंट नॉट टू बी इवेल्युएटेड, इसका अकाउंटिंग ट्रीटमेंट आपसे नहीं पूछा जाएगा. सेकेंड नंबर, शेयर एप्लीकेशन मनी पेंडिंग अलॉटमेंट, अगेन द सेम अकाउंटिंग ट्रीटमेंट नॉट टू बी इवेल्युएटेड. Let us move on to next slide. Third number, non-current liabilities. It is the liability, non-current liability is that liability which is not classified as current liability, and you people know current liabilities are those liabilities which are paid within 12 months or less than 12 months. So non-current liability is the liability which is not classified, यानी कि जो current नहीं है वो नॉन करंट है. इट शैल बी क्लासिफाइड एज फॉलोज. नाउ सी ए नंबर, लॉन्ग टर्म बोरोइंग्स. द लोन, द बोरोइंग which is for long term, and for long term they have denoted payable after 12 months, means that loan is, that borrowing is for more than 12 months. B number, deferred tax liabilities net. Accounting treatment again not to be evaluated. C, other long-term liabilities. Again, accounting treatment not to be evaluated. For D number, be very careful. From D number, generally every year the question is asked from the boards. Now see, D number, long-term provisions. These are the examples of long-term provision. Now see, examples are provision for employees' benefits, such as provision for gratuity, provision for earned leaves, provision for warranty claims, provision for provident fund, provision for retirement benefits, and so on and so on. There are, see, few I have written. And now listen to your homework. Your homework, class 12th commerce, chapter number 1, financial statements of companies. You will solve illustrations 2 to 4. You will solve questions from 2 to 4. One thing is very important. The topic, I have tried my best to give you homework only from that topic, whatever is done today. It is your very much mandatory duty, compulsory duty to learn the balance sheet in a proper sequence. If you do not do this, definitely you will be in trouble. बैलेंस शीट देखिए, हर बार में मैं आपको बोल रही हूँ कि बैलेंस शीट आपको याद होना चाहिए. सी, इट इज़ ऑल ऑनलाइन टीचिंग. आई एम नॉट प्रेजेंट विद यू पीपल. डेफिनेटली इट इज़ ओनली माई वॉइस दैट इज़ रीचिंग टू यू. लेकिन आपको अपने साथ में, यू आर सपोज्ड टू बी वेरी मच ऑनेस्ट फॉर यू. दिस ऑनेस्टी विल वर्क फॉर योर बेटरमेंट ओनली. I am a teacher only. I can just help you. I can just guide you कि आप अपने लिए सबसे बढ़िया करें. चलिए, थैंक यू सो मच.